Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have returned from their unofficial tour of Colombia, but the 4-day visit has been unsurprisingly polarising. Joining us is Reilly Sullivan, who's a brilliant reporter here at skynews.com.au. Reilly, the Sussexes have just returned from another royal tour that's not a royal tour, this time to Colombia. How did the trip pan out?
Right, well, this trip was, as expected, very polarising, as you said. You know, we saw Harry and Meghan travelling all over Colombia. They were accompanied by the Vice President, Francia Márquez. They went to Bogota, they went to Cali. They went to a place called San Basilio de Palenque, which is a historic town linked to slavery and the end of the slave trade. And so a very sombre trip as well. It wasn't just, you know, all fun photo ops. But I think the public relations side of it has been pretty positive for the Sussexes. You know, there's been a heap of coverage of it, very much like the Nigeria trip, looking very royal, very official. But certainly, you know, it was polarising.
Okay, and during one of the Sussexes' stops in Colombia, locals told reporters that they hoped that Harry and Meghan would apologise for the royal family's links to slavery. Has the royal family reacted to the comments? Is it a sign of things to come?
This is challenging because obviously all monarchies around the world are grappling with how do they kind of come to terms with their historical ties to slavery. Really, the only major monarchy is the Netherlands that have publicly apologised for their historical links to slavery. But as you said, when they were in Colombia, in San Basilio, there were some local people that were calling on Harry and Meghan to make an apology for slavery. Obviously, the history of Colombia is Spanish colonialism, so it was kind of an awkward comment, but you can understand that they're coming from a place of seeing these, you know, these royal European figureheads coming to their country, and they're probably seeing a disconnect. I think for King Charles, this is really concerning. You know, the royal family itself is still, as I said, working out how they're going to approach this issue. Charles certainly hasn't apologised for slavery. He's expressed sorrow for slavery, which is a huge step forward than what, say, Queen Elizabeth has said, but he certainly hasn't really got to that point. So he'll be looking at this and thinking, you know, this is just another reason why Harry and Meghan shouldn't be doing these unofficial trips, because, you know, inadvertently, even if they say they're there as Harry and Meghan and not as the royal family, they're being sort of questioned on these big issues that, frankly, I don't think they can handle.
Yeah, that's a fair point.